I want to learn how to become the best basketball player in the world. And if I'm going to learn that, I got to learn from the best. Kids go to school to be doctors or lawyers and so forth and so on. And that's where they study. That's the place for them to study. My place to study is from the best.
I just looked at it as I want to be one of the best basketball players who've ever played. That's the end goal. Okay, how do I get there? How do I get there? And every decision I made in my life was centered around the process of helping me eventually get there. You know what I'm saying? So I had that purpose. And once I had that purpose, every decision that I made was centered around that purpose.
I was just determined, just locked in, just tuned in to what was going on out there and just blocked everything out. And just zeroed in on being more aggressive and just setting the tempo. So this was very similar to the Dallas game as far as my mentality.
I do view myself as being one of the best who've ever laced them up. But in terms of ranking them, I can't possibly imagine because everything that I do, I've learned from the guys who come before me.
It's competitiveness, yes, but it's a simple theory or idea to live life by. If you're going to do something, do it to the best of your ability. No matter what it is, if you're gonna do it to the best of your ability.
And so like the consistency of work, Monday, get better. Tuesday, get better. Wednesday, get better, right? And you do that over a period of time, not like 1 month or 2 months. I mean, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and then you can get to where you want to go.
Basketball for me was the most important thing. So everything I saw, whether it was TV shows, whether it was books I read, people I talked to, everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft.
We're not on this stage just because of talent or ability. We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because of 2-a-days or 5-a-days. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us stronger. We were never satisfied, never finished, will never be retired. My high school English teacher, Mr. Fisk, I actually paid attention one time in class. And he said, he had this beautiful quote, and it read, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And I took that to heart. I believe there's time for resting at the end, but for me, that time is not now. But I'm far from done. My next dream is to be honored one day for inspiring the next generation of athletes to have a dream, sacrifice for it, and never ever rest in the middle.
Trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day you're trying to become better. And it's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest.
I think the best way to prove your value is to work. Is to learn, is to absorb, to be a sponge. You always want to outwork your potential. And as hard as you believe you can work harder than that. And that's what I tried to do when I first came in the league. But basketball is such a direct competition sport.
I just try to use everything I can for motivation, and that's a tool, for me to be able to elevate my team to play the best basketball. So I try to use a bit of everything.
Sense of purpose. A sense of purpose was there ever since I was a kid. I knew exactly. I felt like I knew what God put me on this earth to do. Just play the game of basketball. I just love it so much.
It's a competition, and my mission is to destroy you. It's not, I mean, like I don't say it, like we're playing, I'm not stopping at 30. Like I'm gonna keep going until you figure out something else to do. Like I'm gonna keep going, and like.
Well, I learned that you have to work hard and you have to approach the game with a serious mindset. There's a step up from high school, and I understand that. So therefore, every time I step on a basketball court, I'm going to put a strong effort out there on the floor. I'm not going to leave anything on the floor.
At All-Star, I'm still hungry. I'm still thirsty to improve and to learn. And that's never going to stop. It's endless. And I'm just going to keep on moving, keep on marching, and keep on learning.
I enjoyed playing basketball.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And and when I say that, people tend to have a tendency to take that lightly.
Yeah.
But no, I love the game. I love it, right? I didn't want to be away from it. I wanted to play all the time. Like a lot of guys have fun, hanging out in Vegas, and that's fine. There's a time and place for that, right? But like, when I was 18, 20, 21 years old, I wanted to play basketball. I was consumed with this quest of trying to be the best. We weren't there yet. I had to
there's so many things I have to figure out. Like, am I training properly? Am I working on the right things on the court? There's so many things to do. I didn't have time to go and, hang out over here. So,
I mean, it's an obsessiveness that comes along with it. You want things to be as perfect as they can be, understanding that nothing is ever perfect. But the challenge is try to get them as perfect as they can be. And what can you do? It's in your control. So control what you can. I can watch film all day long. It's going to help me
Get better.
Yes.
It's just a matter of what's important to you. And what's important to you. For whatever reason, I felt like I didn't feel good about myself if I wasn't doing everything I could to be the best version of myself. If I felt like I left anything on the table, it would eat away at me. I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror. And so the reason why I can retire now and be completely comfortable about it, because I know that I've done everything I could to be the best basketball player I could be.
Practices are meant to be competitive. They're meant to be competitive. If your practices aren't more competitive than the games themselves, you're doing the wrong thing. And most of these teams and coaches have gotten into a mindset of resting players. Oh, it's too much. We're not going to practice light day, light day, light day. Phil never gave us a light day. There's no days off. You show up and you work. You practice. And practices are going to be worse. They're going to be more physical. There's going to be more trash talking. And I'm going to let you know. Right? If you didn't show up today, I'm going to let you know. And it's going to be embarrassing. And you're going to hate it. But when Game 7 rolls around, the NBA Finals, you will be prepared.
As a kid, I said I want to be the best ever. And now you go through your life and everything you do is trying to be the best ever, be the best ever, be the best ever. And as you get older, you start understanding that those things are very superficial things. And everybody has a different opinion about it. No matter what you do, you can win 20 championships. There's always an opinion on who's the best. Everybody has different opinions. And so I started really kind of understanding maybe that's not the important thing. Maybe the important thing is to, how do we as a team grow? How do I help my teammates be better? So that was the first change for me. And then as I got older still, it became more about how are you inspiring others, right, to find themselves. That is the ultimate championship. So won 5 championships, that's great. Another team won a championship this year. Team's gonna win a championship next year. Those things come and they go. But what stays is how do you use your passion and use that to inspire somebody else to create their passion? And then how can they pass that on to the next person? That is true success.